I've just been to see Karate Kid Legends, so here's my thoughts on it. Firstly, I thought the cast had great chemistry together, especially the characters of Lee and Mia, which made it very believable, and the cast as a whole were absolutely brilliant. I thought the plot was a very interesting one and definitely wasn't something I was expecting. I was expecting to see a third version of the Karate Kid, where this kid moves to a new city, gets bullied by a kid who's really good at karate, and then gets trained by Han and LaRusso to eventually win a tournament, just like it has been in the previous Karate Kid films. However, we got a plot where Lee already knew Kung Fu when he moved to New York and actually does a bit of teaching throughout most of the film before fighting himself, all while not supposed to be fighting after what happened to his brother. I like how the film balanced an emotional storyline of dealing with loss and PTSD with comedy. I've got to say, Jackie Chan was absolutely hilarious in this film as Han, and this version of Han was definitely a funnier and better version than the one we saw in the 2010 Karate Kid film. I also liked how LaRusso and Han got on. They were a very funny duo together and they reminded me of Johnny and Daniel. Talking of Johnny, his little cameo at the end was brilliant. I especially loved his Miyagi-Do pizza jokes. I also thought the film had enough references to keep Karate Kid and Cobra Kai fans very happy. I thought the pacing and editing of the film was done really well, and it really did feel like a quick film even though it'd been like an hour and a half. Even the way the tournament was paced was probably much better than we've seen in Karate Kid films or Cobra Kai before, as the tournament happened over several days and you'd see a match followed by training montages, which just made it feel much quicker and kept you really on the edge of your seat, entertained. Talking of the tournament, the bad guy Connor I thought was really good and reminded me of a young Terry Silver. Overall, I thought the film was well paced, interesting, had a great plot, was very funny, and was an excellent addition to the Karate Kid Cobra Kai universe. But what did you think of Karate Kid Legends? Let me know all your thoughts on it in the comments.